Hello everyone, thank you for joining today. Today we are gonna look at three things that we need to focus during this week. It will impact the crypto market and also the forex market as well. So I'm going on with the fundamental perspective as beginning. So what we need to be careful during this week. As you can see, the first part that we need to focus is the federal interest rate decision that will be on Wednesday, November 2nd. Market is expecting an interest rate hike with 0.75% or 75 basis point from 3.25 that it is actually right now. The problem is that by anticipating a 0.75% increase in the interest rate, it will be a bit difficult if we are going to look at the previous article from the previous month in September, that they changed the policy for the increase of the interest rate up to 4.6. So the interest rate projection for 2023 has a maximum increase up to 4.6%. So let's suppose that Fed is going to increase the interest rates with 0.75% this time. So the maximum interest rate ahead of December, so we are on October right now, it will be 4%, and up to the end of 2023 we have only 0.6%. On the other hand, we can say that Fed doesn't like too much to increase the interest rate, and in my personal opinion, I don't think that this is the only weapon that they are going to use against inflation, but as long as they are just raising the interest rates and they are not taking any further steps, I think that probably this can be also the only way how they are fighting the inflation rate. The problem is that the next year will not be enough with 0.6% left. So we can face two possible scenarios. The first one is that during FOMC they may increase the interest rate projection for 2023 above 4.6%. In this way, we can face a hawkish interest rate decision because it will be interpreted like Fed is going to support in a more stronger way the economy. And the second scenario that we may face is that Fed probably is not going to increase the interest rates projection, but on the other hand, they may lower the interest rate increase during this time by 0.5%. However, even if we are going to see a 4% maximum interest rate for only this year, probably during the press conference they can say that they will observe the inflation targets, and after that they will need to see the maximum projection for the interest rates. So it will not be easy at all, and all will depend from Fed how they will interpret during the interest rate decision. So let's see what is going to happen. This is the first part. It can be interpreted in different ways. We are going to look at also the technical perspective, how the main financial instruments will be impacted from this decision. So interest rate decision and FOMC press conference are related with each other very closely. During Thursday, we can see that we have President Lagarde that is going to speak during morning. We have the Bank of England that is going to impact the market as well with the interest rate decision. However, in my opinion, GBP increased a lot without doing anything at all. So the UK government only speculated with the tax rate cut here. So I'm not expecting anything big at all. Probably we may see a weaker British pound during these days. And what I need to focus from the US front this week, the second and the most important thing is also the non-farm payrolls. It is expected to be 200k from 263. However, this data, we have to know that considering that they are only 2 days after the FOMC, it is obvious that FOMC knows these numbers in advance because they are not going to come out only on Friday. So also their decision will be related with the non-farm payroll data during this week. However, it will be a very volatile week. If the numbers will come lower, it will be in line with what Fed is actually expecting, because with the increase of the interest rates, they are expecting the number of the employment to come lower because the economy is going to slow down. However, we have to see, because the US economy is still very strong. I'm not looking at anything interesting for the unemployment rate. What I want to look at for the third and the most important part from the US front is the average hourly earnings, because these are very strong indicator related with the economy. So if these numbers are going to come higher, we are going to look at a stronger dollar, and if they are going to come lower, we are going to look at a weaker dollar. So let's look at also on the other perspective what the charts are actually showing to us. The first one is going to be Bitcoin for the crypto market as one of the majors. If we are going to look at on Bitcoin, I want also to thank you, all of you. Thank you for joining today. What we need to focus right now on Bitcoin is this part of information. So let's break it down from the lower time frame. On the daily time frame, we have the support zone that it is still holding here. And on the other part of the chart, we can see that price already broke out from this pattern. So this is my main scenario that I'm actually looking at right now. But what can happen on Bitcoin, that is also the index for the crypto market? As long as we are having this breakout, this is a sign that probably we may see the market to move higher at this point. So Bitcoin may rise value farther from the actual point. What we can see is also that during all the previous week until now, price is consolidating above 20,000. Maximum pullback that happened was up to 20,000. I'm looking at also in this part in two areas here. The first zone that we can look at is 19,600 approximately. If FOMC is going to speculate a lot with the interest rate, we may see as a deep pullback to test 90,600, and after that the price can bounce again from this point. So this is the first scenario that I'm looking at. However, we can see that also during this week, during the previous week, 20,000 showed it to be very strong, this pattern here. This is the structure area, and probability is also very high that we can see 20,000 to stop the price, and after that we can see the bounce. So all of this zone located within 20,000 and 90,600 is going to be, in my opinion, the support area for the price to move higher at this point. So everything is possible, but considering that the breakout from this piece of structure was very strong, look at this part of the breakout. It was very strong breakout. This is showing that probability is very high for Bitcoin to rise more because it was needed a very strong bullish accumulation volume. So let's see what will happen. I want to focus on the structure areas above for taking profits. So 22,400 will be a very good target, and also 24,500 the top of the structure. So everything will be related with the decision. However, I'm not expecting any stronger USD on Wednesday, considering these breakouts and accumulated volume that is actually not letting Bitcoin to move down. So let's go on the other one. The next one that we are going to look at is Ethereum. We have approximately the same pattern and the same logic also after Ethereum. The breakout that happened from this daily pattern, because we are in a daily pattern here, this is a daily chart. This breakout was very strong. Look at the candle. These are daily candles, and price is just top close to the top of the structure. So the maximum pullback that may happen at this moment, if we are going to have any big speculation from FOMC, probably 1400 might be the last zone before the price will move up again. However, this is a very deep pullback. I'm not expecting the pullback to be so big. However, we need to see how the price will develop because it is not so clear for the time being. Look at what the price is actually doing. So also here we can see that we don't have any solid pattern. I would like to see something like a type of channel here, but this is not going to happen. As we can see, it will be any deep pullback if that is going to happen due to high speculation, and after that we may see the bullish movement. The price is still developing as we have seen also during the previous time. This is our base scenario. The correction happened as an ABC correction. It was very large correction, and I'm expecting as a minimum a 5-wave development as well also on the other side. So the price should rise even more. Just let's see for any good entry price for Ethereum. So this is basically what may happen, and this is the top of the movement that I'm expecting, 2500, but it is a bit far away for the moment, so let's focus only up to 2000 at this moment. It should be a very good target in my opinion. The next one that we are going to look at is WhiteBIT token. I'm looking at this token very intensively. I have shared since when the price was at 3.8. So as you can see, when the price was shared at this point, this token was just launched from the WhiteBIT exchange. My focus here is because we have a very big trading probability, so the profit probability is very high. Since when it was shared, the price was at $4, and look at it went approximately 260 and something more. So what is also very interesting is that this token was listed on Huobi Global. All of this movement was when the token was listed on Huobi. The next one, this part here, is the accumulated volume when the price was listed on gate.io. And we have also a very good news that WhiteBIT token will be listed on MAX exchange. So the listing will be after 2 days on November 2nd, 2002. So all of this volume related with all of these brokers, we are looking at this token that is being traded in 4 different brokers right now. The volume is going to be a lot higher since when it was before. So even if we are going to look at a normal pullback that it may happen, we can't rule out the correction possibilities at all, because we are going to look at also the market to react, to close some profits and to be ready for the next broker. We are going to see the price to rise up again. So it should continue higher from where it is now, because WhiteBIT broker is also signing new contracts in order to trade this token in different exchanges. Also considering that the WhiteBIT itself, they are offering different good things, different benefits from the WhiteBIT token holders, like 90% discount on taker commissions, discount on makers commissions. Who will hold WhiteBIT token is going to increase to have more than 50 up to 50% referrals. So all of these good benefits that we have here also from the broker, they will support everyone to hold the token since when it was lower or probably a bit higher. So everyone will want to benefit from these good things of the broker, and on the other hand, they will benefit as long as the price will keep rising. So that is why I'm expecting another and stronger bullish movement. I just want to see the correction. The correction all the time is not a bad thing, it's a good thing, considering that we may have any channel. I would like to see any channel. The correction will show that the accumulation volume on the bullish side will be stronger, and the next impulsive wave will be also quicker, in my opinion. So this is how the waves are developed. So let's see what is going to happen. But I really like this token. Who joined with me this trade should have been 260%. Minimum is 200%, so it's not bad at all. The next one that we are going to look at today is EURUSD. This is the focus for the Forex market. Just one moment. And here we are on EURUSD right now. So after discussing the fundamental perspective of what may happen from FOMC and how they can support the economy and the higher inflation rate, we can see what is actually happening. So this is the first time, if we are going to look at from this top of the wave from February 2002, price was just moving down within this channel. So look at all of this resistance zone that we have from the upper part of the chart. We can see that price was stopped several times close to this area, and this is the breakout that is happening. So this is the breakout from the daily chart. As I have seen around also on the news websites, we are not the only ones that we are focused on this channel. So the whole market is focused in this channel, in this daily channel. It was a very important pattern for the potential reversal on EURUSD. considering that this channel is very big, we have to be careful because price can change the trend considering this breakout. But on the other hand, we can be also in trouble because we can see any type like this movement, and after that the price can begin the bullish move as well. So the overall we might be right, but on the other hand we have to be careful from any deep correction before the price moves higher as well. So let's suppose that we are on a possible ABC corrective movement here. Let's see what the price is offering on the lower time frame. On the lower time frame today, we saw also that price came lower. This is the bearish movement that happened. It is quite a bit interesting, and also it's a bit funny how the market usually reacts. If I'm gonna look at again on the fundamental part, we can see that today from the Eurozone front we had GDP data that they came out as expected, so it was not very good, it was not bad. But on the other hand, we can see the CPI data that they came out 10.7 from 9.9 that it was before. So you can say why this is ridiculous, because when everyone see these numbers in green, the market tend to increase the price of the currency. So if we are going to look at the market, look at when the news was released, it was this candle here. Price reacted immediately, close to this time. Price reacted in a bullish way only because the numbers were green. And we have seen this type of reaction also the US CPI data, Canadian CPI data, GBP CPI data. So all of these numbers were in green, but the problem is that the high inflation rate is good when it is up to a certain amount, not at these price levels. So considering that inflation is at 10.7, this is at all-time high. I don't know how many years, probably 40 years ago. So this is a very bad indication. So we don't have to focus on the color of the numbers and to trade in an emotional way. So just stay out if you don't understand the data. The other problem is that even if we understand this data, how they work out and how they are related overall with the currency that we are trading, the problem is that you might be right, but on the other hand, the market will close your trade because it will move on your opposite side as well. So probably it is better to stay out because not everyone knows to interpret. At the end of the day, we are only traders. So if we can be right, but we cannot do the market what we like to see. So let's be careful and just focus that the CPI data, if they are going to come green, then probably the market will move on the opposite side or on the right direction later, and not in this way, because the bearish movement here began after the US market was open. So let's focus on our scenario right now, what may happen. Considering that also the CPI data from the Eurozone came out bad, very bad, I would say, we may see the price to continue lower. However, we cannot anticipate how deep this move can go right now. The first problem is that FOMC has higher chances to push it down up to a certain point. So for this scenario, I'd like to focus on the previous zones. Look at the previous structural area. If price is going to close below 0.9870, the chances are higher that we can see this movement. So this can be a potential movement. Just a moment. We can see the price to move lower again. So this has higher chances, but it is a bit risky in both sides. So we can see this ABC pattern to complete here. And probably considering that we already have this breakout at this point, this may help also the market psychology that Euro USD is going to move higher. Also from FOMC, I'm not expecting anything big, so Euro USD may come lower and it can be a buy and pullback for the bullish move. But we need to wait for all of this, and this is going to be the next movement if price is going to stop at the first support area. So it will not be easy at all as trading. I don't like to trade at all in these events. However, this breakout is showing that probability is high that we can see Euro USD to rise more. Tomorrow we need to see what is going to happen. I don't think that the trading volume will be very high. And the next one is DXY, so we need to see also the DXY development, how this is developing right now, what may happen on DXY. Sometimes we can collect better data than in DXY. As we can see, the price here is expanding on this part of the pattern. This is not clear at all right now, so we can say that if price is going to move lower from this point, or if price is going to move higher. What we can see with only this information on the 4-hour chart, I would like to focus on this part. Price is actually facing very strong resistance close to 111.9 approximately. So once the price may face a resistance, it can move lower again. So this is what I'm actually expecting, and this is my main focus here. If we are gonna see DXY to do any type like this movement, then probability will increase for another higher high here. However, we have to see, because this pattern is still developing, it is a bit very complex. We have also this part of the flag. So if I'm going to delete it, we can also expect the XY to develop in this way, like WXY XZ pattern. So also this is possible. But I would like to stay with the first scenario. So let's make this scenario red and this one with blue. So both of these movements are possible. I think that the red scenario has higher chances, and we need to focus on this part. And after that, let's see how it will develop. So overall, this is for DXY. One of the guys is writing, since monthly will be closed in about 2.5 hours, how do you project Bitcoin moves in these 2.5 hours? My main focus is on the picture that I shared at the beginning, so you may watch the recording. However, this is what I'm expecting. I'm not focused too much on the monthly candle, but I'm focused on this piece of information. that probability is very high that we can see the price to face strong resistance between 90,600 and 20,000. So this is the support zone that I am actually focused on Bitcoin, where we can find the buyers here. So this is what I'm looking at right now. The first buyer zones was this part here, close to 20,000. It was 20,011. It was very small, so the support area was very strong, very large amount of buyers. So we can see this zone to hold strong before the next movement. So the speculation will be very high during FOMC, so I'm not expecting anything bigger than this part here. Because on the other side, we are not having any news at all related with the crypto market. So the crypto market is developing very smooth these days, and I really like this type of developments. So let's see what is going to happen with everything else. So I hope you guys enjoyed the material that I prepared for today. Thank you very much. I would really appreciate it if you are gonna to press the like button, and don't forget to subscribe on my social media, my YouTube channel as well. And I hope to see you very soon. Any update on analysis on gold and oil? I didn't prepare gold and oil for today because here it's a bit too late. I will share gold and oil tomorrow morning on the analysis. So thank you very much for today. I really appreciate it. Bye bye.